making time, making memories. There's nowhere that I'd rather be than in the middle of nowhere.
Hey everybody, we wanted to do a few short videos on like travel trailer 101 stuff. We found when we first got our trailer, there's a ton of videos out there and it can almost be information overload. So we're trying to create a series of small basic things that every travel trailer owner should know, but do them in short videos that give you just the information you need and not a ton of extra. Today we're talking about bearings and keeping them lubricated. The bearings in your wheels, when they get dry, can get very hot and start a fire. It actually happens somewhat often, and we don't want it to happen to anybody. We have a travel trailer that's equipped with the Dexter EZ-Lube System, so that's what we'll be showing. I highly recommend it. If your trailer doesn't have an EZ-Lube system, you can get your bearings professionally greased and packed, or Bearing Buddies makes a great aftermarket product as well. But I want to get into doing the Dexter EZ-Lube System. All you need is a flathead screwdriver, a grease gun, and I recommend some shop towels because it does get messy. So on our trailer, it's as simple as taking off this cap. There's just a little notch. Be careful, these are just plastic clips and they can and do break and crack. But once this is off, if you zoom in here, you can see that there's a rubber seal. And because it's rubber and this is metal, you want to be very careful and get just up under the edge. You just pull it right off. And of course, it's lubricated in there, so it's greasy. And take any grease gun and any grease that's recommended for bearings, and you just put it on the nipple right here. You can see there's a lot of grease in there, but you want more. You want it packed in there. So we're gonna just hook up, and you just push on and it'll click, and just start pumping the grease in there. And depending on how long it's been since it's been done, it can take a little while, but you'll start to see the old grease moving out to the surface. You do want to do this with the wheel up so you can free spin. We've got a tandem axle, so we just backed up onto our levelers to get that elevation. So you can see now the old grease is getting pushed to the surface, which means it's full in there. So spin it again just to evenly distribute it. Pop that off. This is where the shop towels come in handy, because this is a messy job. Try not to introduce debris into there. So wipe that off. This part gets really messy, just popping this back in. You'll feel when it gets seated in there like so. Again, can't recommend shop towels enough for this. Clean out that excess grease. Pop the cap back on. And now you know that you're full of grease and you should be safe. I would recommend checking this 2 or 3 times a year, depending on how many miles you put on your rig. You obviously check manufacturer specs for how many miles you should check your bearings, but better safe than sorry to have well lubricated bearings.
Making time, making memories. There's no